My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe knows South Lake. Welcome, 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 and happy Thursday. Obviously, we are not in our normal studio. This is Joe Carlisle. I am Joe, and this is Joe Knows South Lake. We are actually have an opportunity today to meet with a very dear friend of mine, Dina Thurman. She is the Director of Sales for Regal Park Homes here at the Palisades subdivision. And one of the reasons I wanted to come out here is, as you know, Thursday is Homefront, where we focus on all things real estate and housing. Buying new construction is a big, big part of the real estate market today. Dina has been in the market for a long time. She's been a professional selling homes. She actually started this subdivision some years ago when it was brand new. So she is uniquely poised to talk about this particular subdivision and this builder. I'm very, very glad to be here. Dina, thank you for having us in, and welcome to Joe Knows South Lake.
Thank you.
Dina, tell us a little bit about your history here, just so the folks have an idea of why I love you so much.
Well, this is a planned community, and when we're completed with the community, it will be 520 homes. We're unique in the area that we are a lake access community located on the Claremont chain of lakes. We have our own boat ramp, fishing pier, playground, and picnic area down at the lake. So for people that in Lake County, you know, boating is a big thing. So that's something that we do.
Do you have your own
offer.
beach? Can they swim here?
You can, yes. And you can also have picnics down there at the lakefront park. The community is set up in such a way that in this final phase that we're doing, which is about 155 homes, none of the homes have rear neighbors, so they're all backed up to either green space or protected conservation. So you don't have a home behind you. So that's unique and hard to find in the area as well. Our lots are anywhere from 1/4 to 1/3 of an acre, so we do have some nice large lots available as well. We are a semi-custom builder, so we are one of a unique set of builders in the area that will actually customize plans, do expansions and changes to the plan. So we're not your typical track builder. We are more of a luxury builder.
We're gonna get into some of that, but Dina, I want you to tell us, you started here when there was nothing. This was brand new Palisades. You worked for Palisades before the crash, correct? I mean, there was a slowdown here at one point.
Yeah, so we have started our phase 1 several years ago. It actually used to be a golf course community. The golf course, like so many others in the area, has closed down about 4.5 years ago. The HOA has just recently procured that land and turned it into a park and protected green space, which is great for our residents because they have the protection of knowing that that property is protected and it's going to be behind their homes and there's not going to be homes built there. But yes, we have been building for a while. We did stop building for many years during the slowdown in the market, and have just recently come back in and are now developing the final phase that was always on the plan to be developed.
Now, it was a previous builder in that first phase, correct? Or was that also Regal Park?
Nope, it's always been us.
Okay, so Regal Park, one of the beauties of the buildings here and the community is you have one builder, one mindset, one concept that's being carried through in this final phase. One of the things I really like about you guys is, you know, so often you can't get that lot with no rear neighbors unless you're one of the first like 10 people in the door.
Right.
But in this case, your third phase, because of that, I think that was such a genius idea that residents came together. They fought the fight to keep it from being developed into condos or something else. And they have now turned it into protected conservation. The intention is not to turn it back into a golf course, I understand.
No, that is not the intention, although if someone came along and wanted to lease the space and turn it back into a golf course, we certainly would, as a community, be open to that. But right now it's just a park and green space for the residents.
Now, you could probably see some of that over our shoulder. This used to be the approach to one of the holes. There was a water feature out here, but this is all conservation space now. Absolutely gorgeous. Tell us a little bit about Regal Park. This is one of the stories that I find is so fascinating about this area is the fact that Regal Park is not like so many of the other builders that we see here.
Well, Regal Park Homes has been building for over 70 years, so we are a large company, but we have smaller builders within our company in different areas. So here in Lake County, Regal Park Homes, the division here, is more of your hometown builder. So we build one subdivision at a time, one home at a time. So we are not a tract builder. We don't lay down 10 or 20 homes at a time. Each home is individually designed with the customer to what their wants and needs and specifications are, including expansions, larger garages. We do really anything that the customer wants. And we build that home individually.
I want you to slow down on that for a moment, because a lot of builders say they're custom builders. And what they actually mean is you can pick the color of the cabinets, or you can pick the material on the island, or you can use their set selections.
And that's not a custom builder. So
No.
a true custom builder is a builder where you can bring your own plan in or work with their architect. A semi-custom builder, which is what we are, is we have sets of plans with different variations, or we have an architect on staff where you can actually take one of our plans and customize it. So if you wanted to make the kitchen bigger or a bedroom bigger or add 2 feet to your garage, or whatever you wanted to do, we work with our architect and the customer to do that. So a tract builder is one, and where you have set specific things that you would have to choose.
I think that's such an important distinction, because I know that I brought customers in that wanted a bathroom someplace there wasn't one, and you were willing to put that in, or to move a doorway so a room had access to one of the bathrooms that was there. Again, something you can't often do with a builder unless they've already anticipated that. Look, what I'd like to do is, you talked about how here at Regal Park, luxury is standard. And
Correct.
Let's walk around a little bit and get an idea of some of the things that are standard here that are luxury somewhere else.
Great.
Would you do that?
Absolutely.
Here, why don't you lead us off?
So I'll take you into the kitchen. We are in one of our standard homes. So this home has no upgrades in it at all. Everything here you see comes with the home. So these giant islands here with granite, all of the light fixtures, the stainless steel appliances. These are solid wood cabinets with soft closed doors and drawers. You can choose any color in our cabinet line. The cabinets come in paints or stains, either one, and those are all standard. So we have, if you wanted navy blue cabinets and a white island, you could do that. You could do different granite in your kitchen and different granite in your bathrooms, different cabinets in your bathrooms. So you really get to customize, and all of that is included.
Do you have granite in the bathrooms too?
We have granite in the bathrooms. We have 19 standard granites to choose from. So we don't just use your standard Builder 3. We do go all the way up to like a level 2 granite as standard. And as far as the cabinets, like I said, you can choose any color, any paint or stain that's available. And we have many, many colors to choose from in the cabinets. They do come with the soft close feature on all the doors and drawers, which is typically a very large upgrade with other builders. We also do the vented hood over the range. It is vented to the outside. That's a standard feature for us as well as all of the stainless appliances that are in the kitchen.
I think that's also very important, because so many people only vent into the attic or into the upper space. They're not necessarily venting to the outside, which can be very, very important. If you get a smoky meal,
Right, exactly.
You don't want it coming back down through your air conditioning vents, right? I love this island. I call this a peninsula. It's not an island. It's almost a continent here.
It's very large.
It's very large. One of the really neat features that my wife loves about this is this space. You can actually sit here and tuck in. Most islands have about 6 inches to, you have to lean over to get it, but you can really sit your kids up to this. What else would be considered luxury somewhere else? The height of the cabinets is one of them, isn't it?
42-inch wood cabinets are standard, and they do come with a crown molding on the top, which is an upgrade everywhere else. Of course, the soft close that we've talked about. We also do the side-by-side Whirlpool stainless refrigerator with ice and water on the door. That's included in our standard package. the vent, which we talked about as well. And also, you'll notice over here the pantry door. We include 8-foot doors throughout the home. Every doorway, so not just the ones in the center of the home, but every doorway is 8 foot, including your closet. So you'll see that pantry door is an 8-foot door.
The high ceilings?
High ceilings, so depending upon the plan, they're either starting at 9.4 or 10 foot, and then they tray up. So if you'll notice here, if you can see some of the detail in the architecture here, in our dining space and in our family room space, we have lots of wall and ceiling detail. So all of these tray ceilings and the indentions in the wall, which gives it a much more custom feel as well, where you don't just have flat walls throughout. Those are all standard features. You'll also notice that we include these, your can lights. Those are LED cool touch can lights, so they don't emit heat into the home. They're very energy efficient. Our energy efficiency package is phenomenal as well. Those are
and those
included.
can lights would be a major expensive upgrade.
They would.
In every home. I also noticed
they're throughout.
As you go throughout this standard home, there are spaces already cut if you wanted to put in a ceiling fan or additional some sort of lighting like the chandelier. Again, I have worked with customers in lesser builders and they charge for that.
That's correct.
$2,700 to wire up just a space for you to put in a fixture later. Quite expensive.
So those are all pre-wired and they are switched. So our customers have the option of putting in their own fixture or fan. Your fan brackets are already there. I don't think it's in your screen here, but also our window and door package is phenomenal. We offer a PGT slider, which is top of the line, double pane low E, all vinyl, very high quality slider, and our windows are also a very good quality window. So we have a great energy package. The homes also have acoustical foam in the block, and that is a standard feature as well. So they are foam filled with acoustical foam. It makes the home very quiet inside, and the energy efficiency rating is higher as well.
Something else I'd like to point out that you can't see because it's on the lanai, but in most builders, they will build a lanai and it's open to the landscaping. And here at Regal Park, there is a screened-in package that comes standard that most people charge between $2,700 and $5,700 to do, depending on the span that you're covering.
That's correct. All of our rear lanais are all covered and screened and come with one exterior door. That is a standard feature on all of our homes.
You know, I think that's so important when you talk to a lot of customers, because while you are not competing on the low-end customer, some people come in here in the mid-range and they say, well, this is expensive. But once I take them to somewhere else and we look at the cost of all of these upgrades, you're actually extremely competitive, because people don't often take into account when they get that discount home, they're not going to get the 8-foot doors, the extra wide sliders, the screen package, the soft close cabinets, the 42-inch. All of that starts to add up. You actually, by buying at Regal Park, save money as opposed to buying at another builder and then paying for all these upgrades.
Absolutely. If you were to add our luxury package, you're looking at, depending upon the home, somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000 in options that we include as standard. So we start off at a base price of our homes at $345,000. That includes the lot and includes the luxury standard package that we are talking about. So we are really a great value for your discerning buyers that are looking for something a little more luxury.
You know, that's so important, because that includes the lot is big. I know of somebody that recently bought a home and they paid north of $400 for it, but part of the reason they paid north of $400 was they paid almost $120 for the lot.
Right.
There was a lot premium because they didn't want any rear neighbors. And here those packages start right with all of that in it. Look, we've talked about that. Let's say somebody's fallen in love like I have, and they say, hey, Dina, I love this. Where do we start? Now, I know one of this particular home has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and what we call a flex room. And I'm sure Jay will follow us here as we look at the big wide open entryway, which is very hard to find. I love this space for entertaining. You use it as dining or entertaining space. But this is the flex room. And as he gets around to be able to take a look at this room is so cool because of the way it's constructed. I love this. It's obviously you have it set up as an office, but you could easily, there's a space here that could be cordoned off as a closet. This could be a bedroom. You could put a Murphy bed in. You could actually open this up. Now, you're a custom builder, right? This has a slider, and I don't know if Jay can catch this in the shot. So this has a slider. And I know I brought somebody here, I referred to this earlier, they wanted this walled off and a door there.
Yep.
So that they could access the bathroom through this way, and then you wouldn't see this. So this becomes a fourth bedroom. So,
Correct.
So let's say I fall in love. I love the house. I love everything about it. How do I start, Dina? Where do we go?
So as you can see here, we have an interactive screen that'll give you some information about the builder, about the community. This is our lakefront park on the picture here. So basically what you would do is choose the home plan that you're interested in. So we are in the Lindburn plan. That's the one that we're standing in. This Lindburn plan comes with 3 different elevations. So there's your A elevation, your B elevation, and your C elevation. So the C elevation is a craftsman style on the outside. The B elevation is what we call a bungalow style. So it's kind of a Key West look. And then you have your more contemporary traditional style, which is your kind of your stucco deco. You can add stone to that as well and do some different things. So you choose your plan and you would choose your elevation. So this is the floor plan for the home that we're walking through right now. As you can see, it has a huge front porch, a nice covered and screened lanai, and 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a study. And
depending on the lot, somebody can, one of those typical custom changes can be a larger garage.
Absolutely. We do any type of expansion on the garages. I have some people that just want to bump it out 2 feet so they can put a row of shelving along one side. I have some people that want to make a full 3-car. I've done garages with a higher header and a longer, pulling it out forward so that you can put your boat in there. So there's lots of different things that we can do.
Now, this is a really cool thing. Can you go to the site map? There we go.
So this is our site map here. And this is the phase that we're talking about, which is phase 3, the final phase of 155 lots. It's to the west side of the community, backed up to the St. John's Protected Conservation Area. And we're currently working on this phase here in the front. We're getting ready to release some lots in the back on Spring Lake, which are going to be absolutely fantastic. But what's so cool about this interactive site map, and I have a link that I can actually send to customers, people that are interested, is if you click on a particular lot and you wanted some information about it, you could look up at the top and it would tell you the size of the lot, what home plans will fit on there, whether or not it needs to be a left or right swing garage, whether or not you can fit a pool.
That's actually one of the things that I think is so cool about you guys and the way that you handle this, because people can drive the lots, pick the lot they love, and then come back to the site map. They don't have to go through a big rigmarole to figure out which homes are going to be there. They can just hit the lot,
right,
and it'll tell you which homes are going to fit there.
It'll tell you which homes will fit. And it'll also, it's a live map, so you can see the key here on the right. It'll tell you which homes are available, which have sold, which are spec homes, or which are under construction. And as we release them, it's a live map. So say I have a customer that comes in and they come back a couple months later. If you go back to that same link, you can see what is still available.
That's
currently.
Great. If somebody, do you have a preferred lender here?
We do have a preferred lender. Our preferred lender is Success Mortgage Partners.
Do you have allowances for them?
We do. If our customers use Success Mortgage Partners to secure their financing, or if it's a full cash transaction, we do it as well, but we contribute $5,000 towards closing costs.
That's great. Look, I would love to keep doing this. I love this place. I've actually literally spent hours out here talking to Dina about this. If I were to win the lottery, come into a big chunk of cash tomorrow, I will buy one of these homes for Miss Pat. We've run out of time. Dina, thank you so much for letting us do this. I really, really appreciate it.
Good to see you.
Hey,
always.
look, if you know anybody who's looking to buy new construction, reach out to me. I'm sure you know the information by now. I will bring you out here and hook you up with Dina. If you see this and you come out to talk to Dina, mention the show, please. We'd really appreciate that so she knows some of the reach of it. Finally, if you know somebody that should be a guest or a location we should do on Joe Knows South Lake, please, please, please reach out to me. The information, I'm sure Jay already has it up. You can text me, call me, email me, private message me. Come knock on my door at my office. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with you. If you are not branding your business on South Lake TV or on Joe Knows South Lake, you are missing the boat. We brand your business directly to people who live in South Lake. So if you're doing business here, you should be selling to these customers. Finally, just like Dina's doing, I will remind you that there is greatness inside you. And as Dina is using her greatness to bring out the greatness in others, I encourage you, I dare you, use your greatness to bring out the greatness in others. Spread a little Christmas cheer today. You won't be sorry. I'll see you tomorrow with another special location. It's been good to talk to you. We are saying goodbye from Palisades and Regal Park Homes. I will see you tomorrow, and I love you. Bye-bye. My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe Knows South Lake. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors: